Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Don Johnson, aka The Don, aka Baby Theologian, and this is The Lost Sheep. As you guys can see, I have my second guest, who happens to be my brother, Anthony Johnson, aka Tony Rico, aka my brother, in the flesh. What's going on, bro?
Good to be here. Good to be here, brother.
I know that intro's kind of dramatic, but you got. So how you feeling, bro?
Feeling good, man.
Feeling good. Man, there's just so much to say and so much to start. But let's start with how have you been maintaining, or how have you maintained during this whole COVID-19 and the crazy world that we live in currently?
I mean, what can I say, man? Just been taking it one day at a time. Honestly speaking, I've been getting really heavily, very into like exercise. So I've been just doing that on a daily basis. If I'm not exercising, I'm just at home chilling, listening to music or just watching anime, playing video games.
Yeah.
Just taking it a day at a time.
Yeah. That's awesome, man. That's awesome. We're gonna get straight into it, people. So today we will be talking about three things: anime, hip hop, and video games. Question number one, bro. What's your favorite anime and why?
Oh man, can I give you my top three?
Yeah, go for it, bro.
All right, yeah, man. Cause oh man, it's a really tough question. So my top three is subject to change like at any given moment. But right now my top three anime is Vinland. I think that's what it's called. So anime I'm just watching now. Hunter x Hunter and Dragon Ball, bro. Dragon Ball Super.
Dragon Ball, man. Yeah, I say around maybe 2 or 3 a.m. today, I finished watching Dragon Ball Super. Like I watched the whole thing and it was just so awesome, bro. Like each time Goku would go Ultra Instinct, like I just get goosebumps. The music and all that stuff is just so freaking awesome, man.
It's epic, bro.
It's dope, it's dope. So who's your favorite character in I wanna say alright, so no top three. Like let's just go straight into it.
Straight into it.
Who's your favorite character in all the animes?
Like of all time?
Yeah, of all time. Favorite character.
I mean, it really might sound a little cliche or kind of obvious, but I gotta go with Goku, bro.
Goku?
Yeah.
Goku.
Yeah, cause like ever since if you kind of like looked at Dragon Ball from like Dragon Ball, he's like a little kid, all the way to like where he's at now. Like you see all that development, and the guy's just like always obsessed with like just getting stronger.
Yeah.
It's just like it's just cool. I just like it, man.
That's awesome, man. For those of you who don't know, growing up, my brother used to always say that he was Goku and I'm Vegeta.
Facts.
So what I guess my next question will be what got you into anime?
I would say I'm pretty sure you kind of remember we were like super young. I was like maybe like 7. You were like maybe like 5 or 6. We used to like watch all of the afternoon cartoons, like getting back from school and when we used to live in New York.
Yeah.
Especially Toonami. Like, Toonami I think put like a lot of kids, like 90s kids into anime.
I've always asked myself, is it called Toonami or Tsunami?
No, Toonami.
Toonami?
Because cartoons and network and stuff, yeah.
Gotcha.
But like since I was like 7 years old, like Toonami just kind of like got me into anime, from like Dragon Ball Z to like Gundam. There's other one I think was called Tenchi. It was like a lot of anime to give back and forth.
How did you get into, like, how did you discover this Toonami or anime? Like, do you have like, there any memory you have of like how exactly you found out about it?
Yeah. Because remember we used to always watch like Cartoon Network. That was like the only channel we pretty much watched.
Yeah.
As kids. So then kind of like just like seeing that at like 4 or 3 in the afternoon, we used to get back from school. Yeah. Like they used to have like that special right there of Toonami, and I was like, oh snap! Like these kind of like animations look pretty dope.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's awesome, man. That's awesome. For me, I remember, man, like I don't really remember exactly how I got into it or how I discovered it, but what I do remember is just always watching Toonami with you, just watching Toonami. It wasn't just Dragon Ball. Like there was Yu-Gi-Oh in Toonami?
That's a good question.
That's a good question. I found out
about Yu-Gi-Oh. Because it was like another channel.
Like Dragon Ball can't be the only show that Toonami had.
No,
there was Robot Chicken was in there, right? Or I'm just going off.
That's Adult Swim. That's another thing. Yeah.
But Toonami, like I just can't put my finger on it. Like what other shows? But anyways, so Dragon Ball Z, that's like, I think about that, and I just think of my childhood. Like,
Yeah.
you know, like so many good memories. Like, you remember that time when we traveled alone and stayed in Dominican Republic for 2 months.
Mm-hmm.
And wasn't it there where like we actually saw, what did we see there? Was it GT or Dragon Ball Z?
You're talking about when we went there for like vacay before.
For like
living there,
vacay,
right?
yeah. For like
it
2
was
months.
it was Dragon Ball Z.
Was Dragon Ball Z?
Yeah, because at the hotel, I kind of remember that they still had kind of like the hookup with the American channel, and we got to still like watch it over
But
there.
that was like, man, like till this day, man, like I'm actually trying to see if the next anime I watch is Demon Slayer, cause Isaac, aka Extra Wavy, shout out to Extra Wavy.
Shout out, brother.
Actually told me to watch it. He actually showed me like a clip of it.
Yeah.
And I was like, yo, like that look mad dope. Looks super dope.
I've heard of it. I wanna check it out too.
I actually subscribed to Funimation. I wanted to do Crunchyroll, but since I actually like the English dubs better.
It's better you start off with Funimation. You know?
So I was like, I'll just do Funimation, and it's dope, man. It's dope. Second thing, which I feel like this topic is going to be way longer because it's just been a part of our life since forever. How did you discover hip hop?
Oh man.
What was your first encounter with hip hop?
All right, so at least for me, like hip hop's always been around. But when I would say kind of like encountered it, where I felt like I was like, wow, like I'm really into this, was when I was back in the 6th grade. Like everybody in the class was like, oh yeah, man, 50 Cent this, 50 Cent that. I'm like, who the heck is 50 Cent? And then when they play that song of In the Club, I was like, wow. And after that, for me, it was a rap. I was like, wow. And ever since the 6th grade, I was like you cut me out, I bleed hip hop, bro. Like literally, man.
6th grade. You was in that was in.
We were in Dominican Republic in that private school.
Dang, bro. Because I remember, I do. For whatever reason, my understanding of my encounter with hip hop, it just resonates so much with Puerto Rico. Like I always forget because I remember in Greenland, because that was that school. Mm-hmm. That's when the song of like In the Club, and they would like jam that
that's
in.
When it was like popping.
And I remember all these dudes saying, yo, 50 Cent, etc. And I remember this guy coming up to me. Sorry, I cut you off, but I just had to share this. I never forget, this dude came up to me, and we was talking, like me, another kid. I just forgot, it was a long time ago. But I said, yeah, man, 50 Cent is white. And, you know, anyone who says that, you automatically know they have no clue who 50 Cent is, because he's clearly not white. And then this like, I think this guy was like a senior or the 9th grade, 10th grade, but he's like, white? He said, white? That is blacker than me, bro. For real. So that just came to my mind. Like, I completely forgot about that, saying that 50's white, bro.
Can't believe you actually did that, bro.
Yeah, man. So let's talk about who's, in your opinion, wackest rapper ever.
Wackest rapper, like
So let's do old school, 2000s to the mid 2000s, and then 2010 to 2020.
So like 2020.
So let's start old school. In your opinion, who was the wackest rapper during the old school times?
Old school times. Yeah. Wackest rapper, old school times. That's a good one. I guess I could say the one I least like is I'm gonna sound kind of weird because I never like really listened to like his music. I just think the gimmick was kind of like corny in my opinion.
Gimmick?
Yeah.
His name is Gimmick?
No. I'm saying like the gimmick that I
did.
Okay. The guy I'm about to say.
I was like, what gimmick?
No. I mean, that could be a rapper's name, but who knows? But the thing is that the guy that I think his gimmick was just kind of like corny. I never really like listened to his music. Was Flavor Flav with like the whole big watch thing.
Yeah.
But you gotta admit, like the guy came up after that when he had that show mid 2000s. But anyway,
Flavor of Love.
Yeah. You should love that show, by the way. Mid 2000s, I would say corniest guy. It's gonna have to be Soulja Boy when he came out. I just thought it was like really corny. When he came out with that second album, then I was like, all right, cool. This is dope. And then from 2010s and above, wackest rapper. Wow, it's like a lot of them. But right now, at least right now, this is just, this could change at any given moment.
Yeah.
Smoke Perp, or whatever you call him. I don't know if you've seen that video that.
Yeah, bro, I saw that
freestyle
video.
And stuff.
Bro, it's like there's this actually. Shout out to Obi. Obi's actually the guy that chunky dude that got a beard, glasses, that host the Rapzilla Friday night thing.
Oh, that guy, yeah,
that guy.
The glasses.
So he had shared on Twitter a few days ago that video. Like, bro, I forgot what his caption was, but it was funny as heck, bro.
Yeah.
I was like, I saw that. I thought it was. This guy's literally like, and I don't know if you realized in the video when he got really confused and didn't know what to say. Like he started, like he grabbed his chains, he grabbed the headphones and did this. It's like, what the heck? Like this guy was like lost, and I was like, what?
Nah, he got me when he was talking about Fortnite, Limelight,
Limelight, Fortnite, and then in one part he says, all he wants to do is blow pipe.
Yeah, man.
Bro, I saw that, and I was like,
no, I saw that too.
Kind of like how in DJ Khaled voice, you played yourself.
Mm-hmm.
But man, wackest rapper for me, I would say in the
old school, right?
The old school. Although I like one of his songs, I would have to go with Slick Rick. I wasn't
Slick
really,
Rick.
And I know everybody's entitled to their opinion. If you watching me, if you're an old head and you like Slick Rick or you like Flavor Flav, please don't hate on us. Take whatever we say in this episode with a grain of salt. You can either take it or leave it. So going back to Slick Rick, man, it's crazy I say that because I actually liked his song of Teenage Love.
I remember
A
that
Teenage Love, Don't Hurt Me Again.
Did you find out about that like back in high school?
Back in high school,
Yeah.
I actually found out about that song when I got my heart broken. So, Slick Rick was there with me, man.
Yeah,
shout out to Slick Rick.
Shout out to Slick Rick, man.
But I think, to me, man, he wasn't. And to be honest with you, in my opinion, I would go to the extent and say that I feel like most of the old school hip hop was corny, bro, to be honest with you. And I mean sound-wise. Sound-wise, because you got to remember, we didn't grow up in the 90s or the 80s. We grew up in the 2000s, mid-2000s. So when I listen to rappers like 50 Cent or Snoop Dogg or Lil Wayne and G-Unit, and then you compare it to Run DMC and you compare it to Fat Boys, and you compare it to, I went to the house, I got my nice clothes, tell you how I got the bankroll. Bro, to me, that was like, what is this, bro? This is caca, bro. This is trash, man. Get this nonsense out of here, bro.
My goodness.
No diss to the old school, man, but that's just my opinion, man. But I would, if I had to choose one, I'd say Slick Rick, which is surprising because I actually like one of his songs that's called Teenage Love. 2000s and mid 2000s favorite. I mean, not favorite because we're not there yet.
Yeah, we on the whack ones. Yeah,
wackest to me, I say Soulja Boy as well. I feel like
Soulja Boy when he first came out.
Like when he first came out, I feel like Soulja Boy was that guy that was like we're so accustomed to listen to what quote unquote real hip hop or hard hip hop is, and then we have this skinny tall dude with like triple XL shirts and pants, like four dudes could fit in that pants out at the same time, bro. For the whole family, bro. And it's to me, his whole demeanor, his whole style, at first was I just wasn't feeling it. Now, these times, there's so many, bro. I feel like from the 2010s to now, there's so many, especially when this whole new wave of this mumble rap came out. It's like I feel like that became huge. I say the past 5 years, 2015 and 16. I mean, 2015 and 2020. There's just so many. But if I had to choose one, I say to me, the wackest rapper of this new generation is Lil Yachty, bro. And I actually liked Lil Yachty, one of his songs. songs. The one of I just want you for one. Matter of fact, you remember that time we heard that song? It get cold like Minnesota, cold like Minnesota.
Bro. I mean, when our cousin showed us that, we were like snapping on. We were like, "Yo, you play that in New York, like, you get shot,
bro." What's funny is that after a while, it's funny the way the human mind works. After listening to that song,
it just kind of like grows.
Like several
you.
times, I actually remember blasting that song on my way to work.
I know,
but yeah, so those are mine, man. And no shade to them. I'm sure them guys, mine were Slick Rick, Soulja Boy, and Lil Yachty. I'm sure they work hard to get to where they're at.
Oh, absolutely, man.
They got their fan base, but again, that's just my opinion, man. Their music to me is like, nah, I pass, man. So, now, we got to get into it, bro. Who's your top 5, all-time top 5?
All-time top 5?
All-time top 5.
Oh, man.
New school, I mean, old school, new school, this school, future school, all the schools, bro.
All the
top
schools?
5.
Top 5, top 5. I feel like isn't there like a Drake intro that says that?
Yeah. Top 5.
Top 5. Yeah.
So you're top 5, bro, of all time.
Oh man, so top 5. All right, so I'm gonna start off with the old school. All right, start with Tupac. Tupac's one of them.
So is this in numerical order or not?
Nah, no specific order.
Okay.
No specific order. I'm just saying Tupac, just get him out there, But Tupac is one of them. This list right now I'm gonna mention is like subjected to change at any moment, so I don't want nobody hating me for this. But right now it's Tupac. Young Thug is in there right now, one of my top 5.
Really? Young Thug?
Yes, man.
Young Thug. I actually, at first, when he first came out, that song,
Lifestyle, Rich Gang.
Yeah. Like, I was like, what? So this day, I still don't know what he says.
Well, what really got me into Young Thug was when I heard that song, "A Best Friend." Like, that really got me into like Young Thug.
I feel like when we actually moved from Puerto Rico to Florida, I feel like we got a chance to actually hear more of him.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so you said Tupac.
So yeah, it's Tupac, Young Thug. Drake is in there because, I mean, who doesn't have Drake in their top 5? Like, to be honest with you,
yeah. Whoever says Drake is not gonna go down as one of the greatest, or I would dare to say the greatest, they're just straight up haters.
Exactly.
Man.
I mean, Drake is like the only artist, like the only rapper in the hip hop game that can stay, consistent with hits for an entire decade and beyond. Like,
and beyond, bro. Like there's no, you got dudes like Jay-Z that's still around. Yeah, you got dudes like, but it's like, was Jay-Z actually consistent for 10 consecutive years, like back to back?
That's the thing,
Like, who else has had like over a decade just back to back, bro?
Exactly. Like, you can't really say.
All right, so you got Tupac, Young Thug, Drake.
I got Drake. All right, so now number 4, J. Cole, because like J. Cole is like one of my favorite artists of all time. When J. Cole like really was, when I noticed that he was like one of my favorite artists, is when he dropped that album back in 2014, and won a Forest Hill. Yeah. Like, that took me through some hard times, man. Like, his album was just like dope.
We was living in New York during that time, right? Yeah. Forest Hill was dope, bro.
And then the thing is that album didn't go like platinum or something like that.
I think, yeah.
And the thing is that it had no features. No features.
Yeah,
like,
no features.
You can't do that nowadays as an artist. I mean, I'm not saying you can't, but no artist has done that recently,
Yeah.
And then number 5, wow, I gotta give it up to our boy, Armos World, bro.
Armos World.
Yeah, like,
shout out to Armos World.
Shout out to Armos World. I mean, I call him
he's
Sensei,
gonna be,
but
he's gonna be pissed, bro. Well, not pissed, but like, oh man, because he says he feels like I praise him too much. Like, because in the podcast I had, the very first one with Andrew, the Yolcast, there was a part where like for like 5 minutes just straight praising Armos World, and then in one of my podcasts of the Lost Sheep, just straight.
Oh man.
So Armos World. So that's your top 5?
That's my top 5 right there.
My top 5. Now this is actually in numerical order. I say my top 5. I would have to start all time, bro. To me, this guy's gonna be a beast. The way he marked me. It sounds weird.
Oh my gosh.
The way he marked me.
Yeah, that sounds weird.
after watching Get Rich or Die Trying, bro, like I legit used to walk out, like go to Walgreens or go to school or what's on that, and willingly wanting to get shot 9 times.
Bro, you always used to go out with
Go
that
out of the black
t-shirt.
do-rag.
Oh, the black do-rag, yeah.
Look like, because I look corny as heck, bro. It's like
Bruh.
pale, skinny kid with green eyes and like freaking do-rag. It's like, what the heck, man? But, so 50 Cent.
50 Cent?
My first all-time rapper, new school, old school, all times, 50 Cent.
I got you.
Number 2 is Drake. I gotta do Drake, man. I've been listening to Drake since I was in high school, bro. And I remember just the first time I heard about Drake was the song A Brand New remix. What Lil Wayne.
But Lil Wayne, I
Brand
remember
new,
that.
brand new, brand new.
I used to have that song on repeat,
Bro,
bro.
for real. People, please excuse my bad singing. It's just Drake is Drake. But Drake, man, yeah, Drake's my number 2. So 50, Drake. I say Lil Wayne has to go number 3. I feel like the way I even write my rhymes, a lot of it like is heavily influenced. Like maybe my style of rapping might be like 50 Cent, like the like roughness, toughness, what's on that. But songwriting, I say it's more like Lil Wayne, in the sense where I'm just like just crazy metaphors, like fart in my wallet, call it gas money, like just like random stuff like that, you know. So I say Lil Wayne. So 50, Drake, Lil Wayne. 4 is like kind of hard, man. Nah, it's actually not. I gotta go with my man Lecrae, man. Lecrae, when it comes to the CHH with my walk in Christ, being a Christian rapper now for the past like almost decade, he's been that guy that when I have questions, he has answers. When I like because it's not just the music, but theologically, his music, his way of thinking, just everything. Like I remember like when I met him in 2018 during his All Things Work Together tour, I actually had a VIP ticket I got. I actually met him, shook his hand, took a picture with him. I actually went with our group name, the Collective Society shirt, and with a business card at the time in case, you know, the chance is there. Why not? And there was a few people I met there that asked me like, yo, like, what's that shirt? So shout out to Lecrae, number 4. And I would say number 5 will have to be, dang man, that's hard. So I said 50, Drake, Lil Wayne, Lecrae, and I say 5 will be The Game, man.
The Game?
The Game, because it's crazy. Because I remember.
Oh, man.
You remember during them times, man, when it was like, you was like hardcore Game fan.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm hardcore 50, fan, and you're like, Game is better. And I'm like, nah, 50 is better.
Oh, yeah, them debates,
and
bro.
I'm like, in them debates. So it's crazy how I wasn't really a Game fan. Like, I used to listen to his songs, and I'd be like, you know, it's not that it wasn't dope. It just didn't stick to me. It wasn't. You actually got me. Like you were like, bro, just give it a chance. Like just try it out.
I remember.
And I remember Documentary, Doctor's Advocate, then LAX. Like, bro, Game's a beast. Game is a beast lyricist. I feel like anyone who has a top 10, maybe not top 5, because you know each person has different tastes. But if you have a top 10, bro, and you do not mention all-time hip hop, and you do not mention Game, bro, like.
Yeah, man.
Something is wrong with you, bro.
Yeah, because the Game is solid, man.
I remember dudes in New York in Strive saying, oh, Game is not all that. Game just got a fan base. I was like, what? What you mean, Game? Bro, I feel like Game will dance circles around a bunch of these New York rappers, bro. A bunch of... Lyrically, he's dope, man. Like, he's dope. Like, I can't say I feel every single project or song that he has put out, but
exactly.
Game is solid, bro. So those are my top 5, man. Those are my top 5. Growing up for me, hip hop. So me hip hop was like, I heard of it in Greenland, but I didn't really get to it until that weekly thing that we used to watch of Sucker Free Countdown Sunday.
Sucker Free Sunday.
And that's when we like really discovered all these southern rappers and southern hip hop and what's not. So I say it wasn't until those times where I actually like really got into hip hop. Like I loved it, and I'm sure you remember this. Matter of fact, I feel like, I maybe or maybe not. I'm thinking about it. But you remember after being like, I don't know how many times, how much time went by, and you came up to me and you was like, oh, like you want to be a rapper, and then you wrote that song. Do you want to rap the song to my beautiful crowd here?
Which song you talking about, bro?
You know the first song you wrote, bro.
Oh, the one slapping people with some wood?
Yeah. Don't want to rap it for them?
Oh, man. You know what? Yeah. Let's just do it, man.
Let's just do it.
Let's just do it, man. So it went something like, yo, I was chilling with my homies in the hood, so what I feel good, trying to do everything that I could. If you don't like it, I'll slap you with some wood. Cause you damn right I should.
You damn right I should. That was the first song this man ever wrote. But bro, although it was whack, bro, I do give you credit, bro, because you wrote a whole song.
Bro.
Without song, like nobody taught you how to write songs. Like nobody, if you think about it, yeah, no one taught us, but just I think you were like 12 or 13 or 14, bro, and you wrote your first song by yourself. Like that's I gotta give credit where credit is due. So although the song was whack, man, bro, like that was pretty dope. That was pretty dope.
Hey, at least no one got hurt.
I mean, thank God that we never recorded that, bro.
No.
Put it out.
Exactly.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, no one got slapped with some wood. You know, that's a good thing too.
So yeah, man. Best game experience, all time, bro.
Best game experience? Well, my first game, bro.
Oh, just because I did not say it, guys. Now we're actually talking about video games. Best game experience, bro.
So my best game experience was the first one was when I played. I think it was like in 1998 or 99 that they had got me the PlayStation 1. My first game was Spiral 2 the Dragon, Ripto's Rage.
Dang, bro. Man, bro. So you would say that's your best game experience?
That's what got me into gaming, bro.
You remember how anxious you was for Ma to finally give you that memory card, bro? Yes. That red memory card? Because you used to get so far in the game and just couldn't save it, bro.
And I couldn't save it. And the thing is that I used to get mad because I remember the first time when we first got like the PlayStation, right? I didn't know about the whole memory card situation. So I remember I got it. I think it was like 7. I started playing like at 8 or 7 at night. And then it was a weekday. And then next thing you know, it's like 3 something in the morning. And mom's all mad, telling me, "Hey, go to sleep, Anthony. You got school tomorrow."
That's crazy,
Next day,
bro.
I went to school with some like bags under my eyes. But I used to get so mad because I'm like, dang, why I gotta replay this whole?
You gotta replay the whole thing all over because you ain't got no stinking memory card.
Yeah, but I do remember when she did get me the memory card. Then it was, it was a wrap. It was a wrap.
Excuse me. Do you remember how? What's the word? I'm trying to word it correctly. I guess how much memory I had? Megabytes? Do you remember or not?
I don't even remember. I think it was like less than 200 megabytes.
I feel like it was way less than that.
Probably.
Bro. I feel like like we would actually have to look that up. But my best gaming experience, to be honest with you, there's so much. Because for those of you who don't know, we've had PlayStation and that's it. So we had the PS1, PS2, PS3, PS4. We will have PS5. Man, I've played so much good games, man. I feel like I don't have a few, but I mean, I don't just have one, like I have a few. I would say God of War has to be in there, man. Shout out to my best friend, Jonathan Romero. He gave me the PS Vita, and because of that, I managed and was able to play games that were just for the PS1 or PS2 that I never got to play during the time we had those consoles.
I remember, yeah.
So I played God of War, Ghost of Sparta, Chains of Olympus. Then I went and God of War 1 and 2. And then going from the PS Vita and transitioning to the God of War 3 remastered for the PS4 was like, yo, like this game
you were like, damn.
Like, bro, and what is so dope about it is that it literally picks up exactly where the second one ended. Like, literally, like, it's not like a whole night, literally. So I had a very exciting experience with God of War, all the Uncharted games. I also played Golden Abyss, that's for the PS Vita only. Uncharted 1, 2, 3, 4. The Lost Legacy with the 2 girls too. That's freaking awesome. So I loved all of them. What other games I like? If I had to choose, man, I say my best gaming experience is Resident Evil, bro. My favorite game of all times, I feel like, is Resident Evil 1. I love that game, bro.
Resident Evil 1. Where
like the cameras change each time you're running and stuff. You got inside the Spencer's Mansion, you guys gotta watch that, man. Super dope. So far, since this whole pandemic, I got a Switch Lite. I played RE 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, Revelations 1, 2. I still haven't finished RE7 or RE0. But the ones, obviously, the ones for the PS3 and 2, I won't be able to play because I'm not going to buy them consoles just to play them games. But, man, I say, like, for me, Resident Evil, man. Resident Evil, there's just such good games. Like, matter of fact, talking about the games, we used to like the movies growing up. But now that I've played the games, bro, I look at the movies and be like, shit's caca, bro.
Bro, it's straight trash because it is. It really just has nothing to do with the actual game.
What they did is in some movies they would pick probably certain characters
like
or
certain
things,
characters or like scenarios,
but it just was
and just slap the name Resident Evil on
bro.
it.
The Wesker in the movies was whack. I feel like his acting was horrible, bro.
Yeah, it was trash.
I feel like his acting was horrible.
It was trash, man.
So, PS4 or Xbox?
Yeah,
and
bro,
why?
I mean, bro, I'm gonna be very biased on this. Like,
but go for it, bro.
all right,
and why?
PS4. I got one word: exclusives. Because at the end of the day,
like which exclusives?
I mean, many exclusives. I mean, you got a lot of franchises, like for example, like God of War, Uncharted. I'm just gonna like drop those two in there because at the end of the day, like these are games that are like super dope. Oh, you can't leave out the Last of Us franchise. Because let's just put it this way: when you say gaming nowadays, a lot of people just assume they do like online gaming.
That you do like, and I don't think that you have to just play online or be this guy that lives off of Twitch to be considered a gamer.
Exactly, like there's much more to gaming than just screaming at someone at the other side of a mic, or just trolling people, talking about their mom and stuff like that.
Hey, yo, revive me, bro. Come on, man.
Yeah,
Come on, man.
Revive me, bro.
All right, man.
Oh, you guys are trash. Stuff like that. There's a whole, other aspect to it. Like, for example, when I play my games, like, I prefer, like, the single-player experience.
Yeah.
Like, I'm very big into, like, RPGs or just, like, single-player games just for the mere fact of the story. Like, games I've been playing recently that are, like, single-player adventure games is, well, when we were talking earlier about anime, like, my all-time favorite anime, Dragon Ball. So Dragon Ball Z Kakarot came out earlier this year. It's, like, one of the anime games I was, like, waiting for. It's, like, an RPG game. Like, during the pandemic, I was playing, like, that one a lot. Final Fantasy VII Remake, The Last of Us 2. Now I'm going to buy this game called The Ghost of Tsushima. It's about, like, the samurai.
So are you still playing RE3?
Taking a little break from it, man. I'm not going to lie,
So, like, where did you, like, what was the last part?
All right, so the last part I was playing on
Is
Friday.
it like when Nemesis actually first comes out?
No. It's when, all right, so when he first came out, I'm not going to lie. I
It
was
scared you, right?
frustrated. He's like freaking Mr. X on steroids. Because I was like, just kind of like playing with him. I was like in the safe room and like opening the door.
And then he comes back.
And not even that. I saw the man like straight sprinting at me. I'm like, what the? So then I kind of like tricked the game and I kind of like stood in front of the door, threw a few grenades to it, like just stood on the ground. Then I made a run for it.
Bro, the best thing to get the Nemesis is have a few grenades on you and throw it at them. And that time that he's on the ground, it gives you a lot of time to actually.
Oh yeah. But the part that I'm at right now is that when you already set the train on, and then you have to run away from him and like bust that door open. I kick it twice. Homeboy gets at me, connects one at me, and then I fall and he gets another one at me.
Which door you gotta bust down?
It's like a small little vent, so then you could actually like.
Bro, you wanna know why you keep losing? You don't see those gas tanks next to them, bro?
I'm
there's
just too
two
focused on getting away from him.
Because the vent is like this, right? That's why he keeps grabbing you. The vent is right here. There's two gas tanks right here, bro. You gotta kind of go. You gotta play with them and have them actually come near the gas tanks, and then from a distance shoot them, and then that brings them down, and then that gives you time to go through that vent, bro. There's two gas tanks.
That's a good idea. I'm gonna check that out.
Like Resident Evil purposely made it possible for you to actually, but it's challenging. But they actually made it possible for you to like for every specific scene. Like they'll have a random gas tank, and you're like, why is this gas tank there? And that gas tank is to actually to blow something up.
Well, you know, I didn't even think about that. You see, I was like holding my knees right here. I'm like, oh, 10 just thinking about it. But you know what? I'm gonna try that out again when I
You
get
gotta
back.
do
Yeah,
it, man.
I'm gonna try that out later.
You gotta do it. For me, I say PS4 as well. It's
I
kind
mean,
of
it's gonna be very biased.
it's kind of
bro.
biased because we, you know, that's all we've had, PS4. But you know, they got the exclusive God of War. Uncharted is just for the PS4, right?
Exactly.
Uncharted, freaking dope games, man. I don't know. I feel like typically Xbox people, besides Gears of War
And Halo.
and Halo, what else? And if you think about it, the Xbox community, all they mainly do is just play online.
Exactly.
I'm a kind of guy, I like to play online, but I also like to have my games like during my downtime or during my alone time where I'm just like, you know, just doing my own thing.
Yeah, like single player games, you know.
Single playing games, you know
Yeah.
what I mean? So that's, yeah, so I take PS4. Now, this is the last question, bro. Unfortunately, this podcast / vlog is coming to an end. Favorite childhood game?
Favorite childhood game.
That was a pretty sad moment, right? Because when I
Yeah.
said like your face was like.
Yeah, man, I want to keep on going. Man. I could go on like for hours just talking about.
So what's your favorite childhood game, bro?
Favorite childhood game. Wow, there's a couple actually. I don't lie. Favorite childhood game, I gotta have to give it to Spider-Man PS1.
Dang, bro, where you
Yeah.
had to just where your webs were
Yeah.
going on clouds.
Yeah, where your webs were attached on
Were
clouds.
attached on
and-
clouds.
Yeah.
And you couldn't actually walk or swing around the street because it was like
Yeah, 'cause
you would die.
Yeah, because according to the game, like you couldn't go on it because you would have died because of some gas. But I just think it was because they didn't have enough room to actually put the actual street on it. But anyways, going back to it, the reason why it's my like favorite childhood game is, on PS is because, well, that's a Spider-Man game that's not attached to any kind of movie.
Yeah.
So they're not limited to like what's
like,
gonna
what-
happen. And then it's fully original. Back in the time, like around that time, those graphics were like solid back then. Obviously,
I remember thinking like,
it
yo,
didn't-
like
it didn't
those are
age
the
well,
those are the
but-
best graphics I ever
exactly,
seen.
yeah, man. And then overall, like just the story itself, I thought it was just pretty original, pretty interesting. Especially like when I remember finding out from one of our uncles, Theo Angel. Shout out to Theo Angel. He showed us like a cheat code to like unlock all the costumes, all the levels
And which Spider-Man game?
in that same one.
Web of Shadows?
No. The first one on PlayStation 1.
Really?
Yeah. That you could unlock. Like,
How do
all
you
the
remember that,
costumes.
bro?
Bro, I just remember. Tell you asked me favorite childhood game. I'm gonna remember all this. I remember the game, the code. I think it was called like Eel Gnats or something like that. I'm telling you, I remember.
That's
the whole
crazy,
thing.
bro. That
Yeah.
you even remember that.
Like there was this one suit that it was like the best suit to use in the game because you can get hit by even boss battles and it won't take any life out of you. Except for that final boss. Remember you had to like, spoilers, had to kind of like run away from Carnage.
Bro, if this is a spoiler to somebody, bro,
I mean, hey,
I don't,
man,
they've been living under a rock this whole time.
I mean,
bro.
hey, still gotta give a spoiler
So
warning.
it's when Carnage symbiote. Well, his name is Carnage.
Yeah, he fused with
He
Doc
fused
Ock.
with Doc Ock.
Yeah, that to me that was like one of my scariest moments.
That was scary, bro.
in my childhood. Yeah.
Because you had to run. Like there was no fighting him, right?
No, you had to. The boss fight was running away from him, and then his like scary voice like die, boy.
And how did he die?
Well, after he escaped, he kind of just like exploded in the explosion, and I guess that's it.
Exploded in the explosion.
No, he exploded. he exploded in the explosion.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So yeah, but it was just scary, like just running away from him. Then the camera was like all bugged out, so you got confused. But after you got the hang of it, it was like you were just playing with him.
Man, I feel like for me, my favorite childhood game, I say it's between Crash Bandicoot and Spyro, because those were the games where I just remember playing them a lot. You remember those certain bosses in Spyro where you couldn't beat them, and I would somehow beat them with like 1% of life? You remember? Like you would be the guy that's better than me, but I somehow
Beating them like
the lucky guy with like barely no life. Like I don't know how I used to do that, but that was just pretty interesting. But I say Spyro and
I used
Crash.
to get mad low key.
So I say Spyro and Crash Bandicoot, man. But Spider-Man was definitely in there. I think it's actually interesting talking about Spider-Man. I feel like Tobey Maguire did a really good job doing Spider-Man, bro.
You mean in Spider-Man 2, that hot dog scene?
This man ate that hot dog with like one bite, bro.
Yeah,
He left like this much.
Rumor has it wasn't a hot dog, it was a glizzy.
Bro, a glizzy, bro. You actually, bro, that's funny. I actually found out about what's a glizzy because of this New Yorker on TikTok. Why they call them glizzies?
Bro, I have no idea.
Bro, we're from New York, and shout out to New York, but I'm gonna be honest, bro. New Yorkers are weird, bro. In my opinion, like they have so much weird terms, so much weird.
That's what makes New Yorkers unique, bro. The weirdness.
Man, but I say mine is definitely Spyro and Crash Bandicoot. I'm sure that I could think about so many other games. I'm sure there's way more, but those are the only two that really come to mind right now.
Really come to mind?
Really come to mind.
Nice.
Nope, I guess that's it, man. That's it. It could have been longer, people, but this was from the heart with love to you. This was another episode of The Lost Sheep.